So what is ACCA? Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. However, ACCA also has a different route for you to start ACCA. All the 13 exams are worth 100 marks and you have to score a 50 on 100 to clear. If you are a qualified ACCA member, your salaries can start from 12 lakhs and go up to crores and crores. If you are a BCom student from India, you get between 4 to 5 papers exempted. So you will end up only giving like 8 to 9 papers. You can start cutting this cost. So if you're exempted from one level, from this entire amount, you can cut 1.5 lakh rupees. You have the balance left. Hey guys, welcome to Zell, where it's all about finance, accounts, and everything that counts. Now, we're stepping into our 10th year of shaping futures and helping lakhs of students launch their career. And to mark this milestone, we've lined up something really special for you guys. Every month for this year, one lucky winner will get an ACCA scholarship. So stick around till the end of the video to know exactly how you can take part. It's been 15 years since I started the qualification that changed my life, and I've been able to help tens of thousands of students across the world, across India, to make a career decision. And today we're going to talk about ACCA and whether it's the right program for you in 2026. So guys, it's the start of a new year coming up, and I know many of us are thinking, what should we do in 2026? We at Zell launched a mega series of different videos on different qualifications that have value here in India. We're going to talk about ACCA, which is obviously the primary video today. We're going to talk about CFA, CPA, CMA, FRM, and probably much more. So stay tuned and make an informed decision once you watch all of these videos. So what is ACCA? Association of Chartered Certified Accountants. It is an international qualification specializing in the field of finance and accounts. So what you cover, you essentially become a chartered certified accountant. You cover accounts, you cover costing, you cover financial management, you cover audit, you cover taxation, and you even have a mini, almost like an MBA, a mini business paper towards the latter half. So you become a holistic person who understands finance and accounts as well as business. Next, let's get to the eligibility. So on the ACCA website, you will notice that if you're from India, they expect you to have given grade 12 exams and have scored at least 65% in accounts or math and English and 50% in the rest. However, ACCA also has a different route for you to start ACCA. Let's say you've not given your grade 12 or you've not secured the marks expected, you can still start ACCA. I think this year we had the youngest student ever in Zell's history. A 9th grade student started ACCA and he's actually clearing a couple of papers. So eligibility wise, guys, it doesn't matter where you are in life. If you're keen on starting ACCA, the body is welcoming you with open arms. Next, let's talk about the academic structure. So ACCA has a total of 13 exams, 1-3, split into 3 levels: knowledge, skill, and professional. On average, it takes a student approximately 3 years to complete all the 13 exams. The fastest you can complete it is in 1.5 years. Now, the exams are held on average every 3 months, every March, June, September, and December. Especially this is for the skill and the professional papers. The knowledge level is what we call on-demand exams, which means if you are, let's say you've studied paper number 1 of knowledge level and you are ready to give the exam. Now, for example, we are a licensed exam center. So you call us and you say, okay, Monday 10 to 12, I want to come and give the exam. If the slot is available, you come, give the exam. In 2 hours, you complete the exam, get the result, pass, and move on. And then, like I said, when you reach skill and P level, professional level, the exams are held every March, June, September, December. Next, when it comes to the passing mark, so each exam in ACCA, all the 13 exams are worth 100 marks and you have to score a 50 on 100 to clear. Flat and simple. Next, when it comes to the passing rate, which means out of 10 candidates who are giving the exam, how many land up clearing? So across the globe, over the last 10 years, if you take the average, on an average, 4 to 5 students out of 10 in ACCA across the globe are clearing. So the passing rate is between 40 to 50%. Now, of course, because at Zell we have infrastructure and we have faculties and we have experts here, the passing rate will definitely shoot up. The passing rate here is higher than the global average. Next comes the paper pattern. So in ACCA, in knowledge level, it is pure objective, only multiple choice questions. When it comes to the skill level, it's a mix of multiple choice questions and subjective questions. And at the final professional level, 100 marks are all subjective. And all of these exams are only computer-based exams. Now, when it comes to AI, ACCA is a forward-looking organization. It has already started incorporating AI understanding into our syllabus. It is already starting to have us mandatory learn certain things about AI, which is good for us. And all these effects are going to come in 2027. This is because ACCA does not want us to be just finance experts. They want us to basically be a holistic individual, right? Over and above that, we really encourage students that use ChatGPT, use AI to sort of improve your own education. Like when you learn something about ACCA, go to GPT and prompt the right questions to maybe take up your exams or to ask you 5 more questions to test your knowledge. Next comes the scope, the opportunities, the salary packages, the sort of favorite question of everybody who takes up ACCA. What can I expect after this? So let me break it down. First, what kind of companies are hiring you here in India as an ACCA? So I'm sure you heard about the Big Four, right? If you haven't, as a commerce student, most likely that you are, you need to know this. Just please memorize this, guys. The Big Four are KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, and EY. There is a 5th one called Grant Thornton and a 6th one called BDO. We call these the Big Six. They're multinational companies hiring ACCAs in bulk. I myself had worked in PwC all the way back when I completed my ACCA, and they hired me at the same package, same level, same profile that they hire Indian CAs. So these kind of, like we call the Big Four, Big Six, they are all the top recruiters for ACCAs across various profiles in India. Over and above that, there are multiple other international companies. You may not have heard of them. So I'm sure you heard about JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Accenture. All these companies are ready to hire ACCAs. Our placement team has mandates coming from such companies. Over and above this, there are multinationals you may not have heard of. There's a company called ACES. There is a company called Tresvista. There is a company called Maersk. All of these are further in India hiring ACCAs. And this is just the multinational category. Coming to Indian companies, right? You have so many banks. You have Kotak, you have Motilal Oswal, you have HDFC. All these kind of companies are also hiring ACCAs. Now, when it comes to the salary package, if you are a qualified ACCA member, your salaries can start from 12 lakhs and go up to crores and crores depending on where you've reached in life. Like I was mentioning, CFOs or partners, of course, they've worked for 15, 20 years before they reached here, but many of them are ACCAs and they've been able to reach here and their earnings have been through the roof, right? This is all if you're a member. Also, guys, we have something called a career booster, where here we've sort of incorporated all skills that you will require to become a successful professional. We've introduced Excel skills, we've introduced communication skills, we've introduced financial modeling, we've introduced Tableau, we've introduced a lot of interview questions, mock interview questions, mock answers that have come from companies which are hiring from Zell, right? So this is open to all of our students who can benefit from these efforts. Also, guys, at Zell, we really want you to not only pass these exams, but become a holistic professional, right? So for that, we've introduced a couple of things to help you in your ACCA journey. Number one, we have a program called an immersion program where we take a bunch of our students, right? So you can be a part of it, and we take you to another location and immerse you for a week in the field of finance and accounts, where we call CXOs and CFOs, and we make you go into the market, understand how different financials work of different industries, come back and present it, have a great time, network with these guys, build connections, and hopefully these things stay with you for a long time in the future. And guys, please do land up clicking on the join button to become a member. There is exclusive content, whether it is helping with mock exams, whether it is to help with certain videos, whether it is to help with mock interviews. And as you can see in front of you, there is an entire list of different benefits for our members. Next comes exemptions. Now, ACCA is beautiful in a particular way in which that they don't expect everybody to start ACCA from the first paper. ACCA understands that, all of us are coming at different stages. So if your past education sort of overlaps with any of the subjects of ACCA, they may provide you an exemption. So to keep it simple, if you are a BCom student from India, you get between 4 to 5 papers exempted. So you will end up only giving like 8 to 9 papers. If you're a chartered accountant, you get 9 papers of ACCA exempted. You only have to give the final 4 levels. So go on Google, type in ACCA exemption calculator and type in your graduation detail, and ACCA will tell you how many papers you are exempted from. If you claim those exemptions, you will end up not giving those exams, helping yourself save time, energy, and possibly money. So anyways, we made a video on that as well, guys. So please have a look. I hope this helps you out. So guys, I have made a video called PER, which you should know. Please have a look if you're not. But ACCA basically means if you complete all your 13 exams, but not your work experience, right? You completed 13 exams, you're known as an ACCA affiliate. You add this PER, which is the work experience part, and you become a member. So everything I'm referring to right now is for a member. However, if you are a student, right? Recently, this year, in the company I mentioned, ACES, one of our students, Mansi, was offered a 10 lakh rupee profile. She's completed 12 out of 13 exams and she has zero work experience. So even if you're a starter, right, you can get up to a 10 lakh package. But otherwise, yes, it ranges from 4 to 10 lakhs depending on where you are, what kind of company, which city, how did your interview go, how many exams have you cleared, etc., etc. And of course, as you clear more papers, as you add more experience, your salary packages keep going through the roof. Now guys, this is all just for India. All of this I can combine and say it happens whether it is in Dubai, whether it is in UK, whether it is in Canada. I've had students who've landed up going to Germany, who've gone to Singapore. I know people who've gotten calls from Australia because they're an ACCA and offering a role in a city like Melbourne in Australia. And these are just the tip of the international opportunities. If you go to www.acccacareers.com, you will be able to see a list of all global opportunities open for ACCA members. So once you do this qualification, whether you want to work in India or go overseas or work in India and keep your doors open, all of that is possible because of ACCA. Now let's talk about the fee structure. So ACCA start to end on an average will take you around 4 to 5 lakh rupees spread over 3 years. And this includes everything. It includes the training fees, the study material, the exam fees, the subscription fees, which is once a year that you pay, the registration fee, the exemption fees if you are entitled and you might have to pay some of them. When you combine all of this, it can cost approx 4 to 5 lakh. However, if you are exempted, right, you can start cutting this cost. So if you're exempted from one level, from this entire amount, you can cut 1.5 lakh rupees. You have the balance left, and so on and so forth. Over and above this, guys, ACCA is a earn as you learn kind of a qualification, which means, unlike school, unlike college, even sometimes unlike an MBA institute, you're not cooped up for 2 years, 1 year just studying. Here you're studying, but Zell or anybody will highly encourage you that when you've reached maybe a couple of papers you've cleared, start working, because over the 2-3 years you're going to give ACCA, if you're also parallelly working, you're building your own experience, you're building your PER, but you're also earning, right? So you can start nullifying the cost, the investment as well. Irrespective, like I know people who in their experience alone have paid back the entire ACCA, they've self-funded their entire education. Over and above this, right? Even if it doesn't, right? The first good package that you get, right? Let's say it's 8 lakh, 10 lakh, 12 lakh. The 4 to 5 lakhs you're going to recover in the first 6 months. Right? And that is because the return on investment in this qualification is immensely high. If you go abroad for an MBA, it's going to be between 50 lakhs to 1 CR. Even in India, if you go for the top MBAs, right, it'll be 20-25 lakhs. You get a global qualification within 4 to 5 lakhs, which you can earn as you learn, and then your doors are open. Whether you want to stay in India, the upside is unlimited, or you want to fly international because you get opportunities there and your packages still rise further. So this is the way that you need to view the fee structure. Again, if you have any doubts on all of this, we are always available. Now, let me give you a few more details about this scholarship. Every month, one lucky winner gets training for one ACCA paper worth up to 30,000 rupees for free. And what this includes is live instructor-led training, all study material, and professional guidance throughout your preparation. All that you need to do is pay for the ACCA exam fees, the body fees, whereas everything else is going to be covered by Zell. Let me tell you how you can participate. Click on the PDF in the description down below. Go through the questions carefully and drop your answers in the comments. Once that's done, there'll be a short interview before we finalize the winner. The winner for each month will be announced on the 10th of every month on our community tab. Just remember, the contest question changes every month, so keep an eye out. And with that, we wrap up this deep dive into the ACCA qualification. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and stay tuned for our upcoming mega series where we break down qualifications like CFA, CPA, CMA, FRM and more to help you choose your correct career path.